Yo, my bad, guys. I was talking to my wife. I turned on the audio. What's up, fight fans? And we are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am always your host, Edwin. Where the wall fights start. That's what's up right there. Thank you, Frontline, for hopping in and not let me talk for like a half hour. Thank you. I have a big announcement for you guys here. Letting you guys join in the live stream. But of course, I went to the doctors today to get my physical to see if I am going to be accepted for Border Wars uh November 8th in Atlanta, Georgia. So I went today and I got my physical out the way. And let's see here. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Audio's fixed now. Is the audio good, guys? Frontline, is the audio good? Bones 13. No audio. We can hear you. We can hear you. You good now? Okay, thank you. All right. All right, guys. What's up, guys? So went down to the doctors today and got my physical, and they passed me. Everything is a go. Uh I I I'm about to submit my paperwork to the boxing association, the US Boxing Association. Right after this show right here, I'm gonna start uploading my information. I'm being registered out of my boxing gym, and Friday I go in for the blood work for the for the for the KLG, whatever that is. I go do that, and I'm all set. So, yo, here we go. Border Wars, November 8th, Atlanta, Georgia. Your boy, Round One Sports Talk, will be taking on OC the Boss. Come check me out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? All these content creators and people talking about boxing and whether they about that life or not, we about to find out. Your boy Round One Sports Talk is about to handle his business. I'm about to take it out on OC the Boss. Listen, this is a dream of mine. Um, if you guys been following me here at Round One Sports Talk, man, you guys know my passion for boxing and everything. And I really never thought I would get another opportunity to box on a big stage where it was going to be like broadcast and stuff. And when I met Ness, I really wanted to do it, but I just didn't want to jump in there and be like, yo, crazy dude, like I want to do Border Wars. Nah, I sat there, played my part, waiting till somebody called me out. That's exactly what happened. And I was like, all right, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, baby? How you guys doing? Yeah, man. I'm psyched. I'm psyched. And what's up? And I'm psyched. It's official. Yeah, it's official, Frontline. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it, baby. You know what I mean? And I'm excited. I'm lost for words right now for like one of the first times. You guys know I'm real, I have a lot to say, right? But I have a lot of emotions running through me right now, man, because I'm like really excited about this. I'm locking in. I called my coach tonight. I call Rocky tomorrow. I show up to the official boxing gym tomorrow. Um, they're expecting me there tomorrow, and I start my road, my journey to Border Wars. At 51 years old. Follow me, guys. I'm doing this for me and for all the OGs out there, for all the OGs that ever thought, I got one good one left in me. I got one good fight left in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for me and for all of y'all to prove to the world that we're not old. We're not old, man. We can still do this. Support me. Get behind me on this, guys. I need some support on this. I went and got some shorts and stuff. I got some sneakers and shit, right? But I might need something else to wear there, or I'm gonna either have to wear this because flipping the bill for all of this is pretty costly. I'm gonna have to pay like $100 to get registered. I'm gonna have to pay for my flight, my hotel, and then I gotta also pay registering fees to Border War. So I'm asking you guys in my community, Round One Sports Talk, you guys, man, I really need you guys' help. Whatever you guys can send, whatever you guys can donate to the channel, super chats, whatever, man, just know that it's all going there. You guys know that everything I've ever gotten here, I put it back into the channel. As you can see, I put it back into the channel. I spent a lot of money of my own. I don't really make that much money off YouTube at all. 15, 20 cents here and there. But this is my passion. And I hope you guys can support me on this, and come out, and see me. Like, not come out to Atlanta. You don't have to come out to Atlanta, but watch me on YouTube. It's going to be broadcast on Ness's channel, the TBV, on November 8th. It's going to be streamed live on YouTube. So it's free for everyone. And yeah, man, I'm locking in. I'm locking in. You guys know me, man. I've even been off the air for a couple days because I've been so nervous about going to the doctors and stuff. And I just kept having like dreams of like me coming up here saying, "Oh man, it didn't work out," and people saying, "Oh, you capping, you wasn't gonna do this, you was fronting the whole time, this and that." And I started like a lot of people started asking me a lot of questions and stuff, and I was just like, look, not until the 25th can I answer any of you guys' questions because it's up to these people to let me fight. So they're with me, and baby, it's on and popping. It's on and popping. You know what I mean? So I can't wait. Um, what do you need, champ? What do I need? Like, well, I got my mouth guard. I got my mouth guard now, right? I got the mouth guard. Let me show you guys some of the things I got. Hold on. All right. So far, I went out and I bought this. You know, I bought this. My wife helped me out and she bought me these shits and shit. I got these boxing shoes. I paid a hundred and something for them. Right. So these are my boxing shoes so far, but these are the only boxing shoes I have. So I'm gonna have to wear these in the gym, right? I mean, if I had to wear them, if I can't afford another pair or whatever, then it is what it is. But I got these at least, right? And then this is what I'm gonna wear. I got this, and then I bought these. Those are my shorts. And then I figured I wear this shirt with these shorts and these shoes. You know what I'm saying? I got the American colors, red, white, and blue, baby. They also the Puerto Rican colors, red, white, and blue, right? So it's a win-win. So that's what I got so far. That's all I got so far. And then I got my mouthpiece, and then I bought my hand wraps. I got Gorilla hand wraps. These are like the best right here, man. You know, these ones I got them in black. So, and I bought a pair of boxing gloves to train with already. So I got like my training shit that I need. Um, I don't, and like I said, unless I could, this is expensive. Like, um, you know, unless unless I can get some more money or whatever, that's what I'm gonna have to wear into the ring. But that's also what I'm gonna be training in, I guess. Or I can just like not training the shorts and the shirt, right? And like use sweatpants and regular shirts, but I gotta use the shoes because I don't want to like. I gotta get used to training in the boxing shoes. I can't train in regular shoes. So that's what I'll do. I won't work out in the shorts and shit like that. I'll just save them, I guess. And then I'm gonna need I gotta check with Ness. I gotta check on the flights to see what it is for the flights. And then I don't give a fuck about the hotel room, man. I mean, I'll rent out a closet. I don't care. Um, you know what I mean? If I had to, I shit. I sleep in the hallway. I don't care. There is nothing that's gonna stop me. I am so excited, bro. I'm lost for words, bro. I really am. I never thought this was gonna happen. I never thought this was gonna happen. Yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm lost for words right now. Excuse me. I am going to intelligently, smartly whoop OC the boss's ass, bro. I'm not going out there to go out there and go crazy and blow everything in one round. I'm not about that. If we go 3 rounds, we go 3 rounds, but I'm gonna make sure I win every round. Yo, listen, I'm gonna train my ass off, win, lose, or draw. Um, I know that if I go out there and I trained my ass off and I gave everything I had, if even if I lost, I'll feel good about myself because I'll know that I did everything I could, you know. And if my body just doesn't respond at as an old age or whatever, then fine. But I'll know deep inside that I trained my ass off, and I know that every day I train to win. You know. Oh yeah. Oh man, I can't believe this is fucking happening, bro. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just fucking ecstatic right now, bro. I thought I was really gonna die without ever fighting in a ring like televised. I was gonna go to my grave like, what if? What if? You know, I always tell you guys this. I was the definition of wasted talent. I was pretty good. I was pretty good. I was pretty good. I was pretty good. You know, but I chose a different path in life, man. I didn't make the right decisions, and you know how they say to you, if you ever get a chance to do it again, would you do it again? Would you make the same mistakes twice, or would you walk through that door? You know, and I never thought I was gonna get the opportunity to do it again. Like I knew, like, you could always go boxing in amateur scenery or whatever, but I never thought I was gonna be like televised and shit. And that was my dream, man. It was just my dream, like, uh, you know, to fight on a stage, man. And it means a lot to me. It really does. It really does, man. This was this was like on my bucket list, bro. For real talk, man. This Yeah. I'm happy, man. I'm so happy. I'm lost for words. I really am. But yeah, man, come out and support me, man. Watch me go through this, guys. I'm gonna film a lot of film and stuff, but I'm probably not gonna show it until after the fight, and I'll do something and show you guys. But I'll be working out in the morning. I encourage you guys to come out in the morning. I'm gonna be doing my thing in the morning. Uh, and a lot of my sparring stuff, I'll show one or two sparring things, but not much. I ain't giving OC too much. Um, and then after everything is all said and done, I'll put a collage together of all my videos and show you my journey and how what it took me to get ready and prepared for this match at my age, at 51 years old. And uh I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And there's I don't give a fuck if my arm falls off. I'm showing up. I I don't care. And if I'm ever hurt, none of you guys would know about it, and I would never admit to it. You know what I mean? I just hope I have no injuries. I hope I have a great training camp. I hope I'm able to meet up with the individuals for my to train with. Yo, Hector, bro, if you're listening, I'm calling you tomorrow. Everybody that said that they were gonna extend a hand for me, you're getting a phone call tomorrow. You better believe it. You're getting a phone call because we're going to work. And if you want to come train out with me, come train, bro. We can do it. And I'm an open book. I don't think I know it all. I don't pretend to know it all. Whatever you know, teach me. I can teach you. We can learn from each other. And that's how I function. If you want to go jogging, if you want to hit the bag, if you want to hit mitts, I don't care what it is, what time of night it is. Bro, if you want to swing through and you live by near me, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to Spencer to Guarantee Fitness. I'm going to be up in Spencer and Guarantee Fitness in Massachusetts. So if anybody's in the area, you guys want to come out there, whatever, feel free. That's where I'm going to be at. I go in at 5 o'clock, from 5 and up, whatever, you know? And yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm locking in. We in there. All right, let me read some of y'all messages. Let me catch up to you guys. Whew. Ah. OC the Boss says his name 3 times and he'll pop up and face say his name 3 times. OC the Boss. Yo, OC the Boss, OC the Boss, OC the Boss. Come up here. Come on, sucker. Yo, come up and say some few words, man. Help me promote this fight, OC. You know what I'm saying? That right now, OC the Boss is my best friend. You know what I mean? Because I respect that guy. Why? Because he's in there mixing it up too. And he gave me and accepted the fight with me. He called me out. And he had other options. I guess he could have went and fought CYP, but he stood in there. They did a poll. Nobody wanted to see CYP fight OC the Boss. Ness did a poll on his show. It was like 12%. 72% said they want to see me fight OC the Boss. That's where the fight is at. Yeah. So, let's promote this fight, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, absolutely. Let me. What you need, champ? Oh yeah, I read that. I will let you guys anything you can do, brother. My Cash App is right there at the bottom, which we would prefer the Cash App because YouTube takes 33% of the money you send in super chats, whatever. My cash. I don't know if you can see it. Look at it. It says Cash App $ 7474 EM. And like I said, everything is going towards me getting out there for my flight, for the hotel. I'm gonna have to eat a little something. I'll grab some money on myself too. But everything helps. Everything helps. I don't have all the money to do this just yet. I don't know where I'm gonna get it, right? But you know, a prayer in the wind, baby. You know what I'm saying? They say, you know, have blind faith. Have blind faith that you'll get out there. And, the people that support you will help you get there and stuff. And I'm just having blind faith, man. Blind faith right now. And I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna get out there, I might have to get on the highway and show a little leg and hitchhike across country. It don't matter, bro. I'm getting there, man. So we got some time, 2 months or so, in November 8th. We got a little bit of time and stuff. And definitely, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. Um, going to the gym and taking these punches to the face. Oh my God. I remember those days. Every punch hurts, and I know it. But once you start getting warmed up, you feel it and the adrenaline is pumping. You start getting into the mix of things. But you know, uh I feel strong. I feel strong. Uh I don't I haven't gone in the gym and take any punches yet, stuff like that. But I've been preparing myself. I have been. I have been. And for the most part, I've been having people punch me in the sides, shit like that. But not no boxer, but still trying to get prepared. And I talk about that a lot. Um, it's one thing to want to do this, right? And get ready and get training and go into the gym and start to get ready for the fight. But it's another thing to prepare yourself for it. I said to myself, if I waited and sat on my couch until the 25th and then the 26th walked into the gym, I'm going to be real out of shape. I'm going to have to train even that much harder. So I figured I would start working out first to give myself better preparation so that when I get to the gym, at least I'm in shape that much more. I understand it's not boxing shape. Yeah, it's not boxing shape, but I'm stronger. Um, my arms are moving, my legs are moving faster. I've been jumping rope. It's not like going in the gym on day one. You feel me? So I've been making plans step by step. And other people that go to the gym on day one, they go there, they work out extra hard, they wake up the next day all sore. I never see them back in the gym. They didn't prepare. Hopefully, when I go to the gym the next day, I'm not sore. You see what I'm saying? I'm not. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you, brother, for the Cash App. Let me see, who is this? So, Nate sent me $5. Thank you for the Cash App. Everything helps, Nate. My man, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so I'm preparing myself to go there because I said to myself, man, listen, I know what it's like to train. I know what it's like to work out. I've been down this road before. It might have been a lot of years ago, but I'm not foolish. I try not to go through life not learning. I used to do that in my 20s and 30s, whatever. And it took me a long time to figure shit out. You know what I mean? Because we're not perfect. We're not born with manuals and shit, right? So I knew this by working out. And not only from boxing, I've done many sports and I knew training is essential and it's very key. You know, talk is cheap. You ever hear that guy? Yo, I'm running 5 miles. I'm fucking sparring 10 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, and he go in there and gas out. 3-round fight, gassed out. Talk about he's doing all this shit. You could see it in his work. No, you didn't. No, because if you were running fucking 10 miles or 3 miles and fighting 10 rounds, you wouldn't have gassed out. So you can see the guys that are full of shit and the guys that are just trying to say things because, they're not just going to come out and say, no, I haven't been training at all. They're probably going to lie anyway. I get it, but you're going to see it in their performance. Like I said, no fucking way am I going to allow that to happen to me. No way. I want to throw these headphones down right now and go outside and jog right now. Right now. Because I'm not gassing out, bro. No, I am not. I got 3 rounds in me with 2-minute rounds, bro. Fuck that, bro. I'm not gassing out, bro. I'm gonna train the hardest I can, bro, for this. This is my Super Bowl. This is my Stanley Cup. This is my World Series. I ain't never gonna turn pro. I'm never gonna be on, like a professional athlete. This right here is my moment. And for as corny as it sounds or whatever, if you understand that, sometimes let these guys little dudes have their moment. I want to have mine. I want my moment. And this is not the biggest thing in the world, right? Like, right? But to me, it means something. And to me, it's big. To me, it's big. And I advise you, if you want to run a race, a bike race, a marathon, a Spartan race, whatever it is, don't go to your grave thinking, what if, or should I have tried it? Even going chasing after one of your dreams, even if you fail, at least you went for it. At least you went for it, right? Man, I failed in a lot of things in my life. I had a lot of opportunities in my life, and I didn't walk through the door, bro. I let a lot of opportunities pass right by me. I was so blind to a lot of things sometimes I didn't even see some of the opportunities. I can't let this opportunity go by. I'm tired of not showing up in life. I wish I could tell you every time I showed up in life. I didn't. I failed a lot of times. And I'm not the man that I want to be. I'm not the man that I should have became. But at least I'm not the man I used to be. Today I want to be a different kind of man. I want to be the kind of man that lives by his word. Let my yeses be yes, my no's be no. If I say no to you, it's no. Yes, it's yes. Be a man of integrity. No cap. I'm too old to be up here telling you lies, man. Feeding you bullshit about some dude that wants to do something that's all talk. I know you see plenty of that on social media. Bunch of lies. You don't even know what to believe anymore in this world. I believe in myself. And I believe in my community. I really believe in Round One Sports Talk. I made this right here for all of us. And I believe that you guys are going to support me and you guys are going to back me on this, man. I know all y'all going to come out and watch at least. And be a man of integrity, man. Like your yeses be your yeses and your no's your no's. If I say yes to something, I'm going to go through with it. Ain't nothing fake about me. I wasn't capping. I wasn't lying this whole time, bro. I was dead serious, and I'm dead serious about this. You guys see, I already invested my money into stuff. I got, you know what I mean? Because I'm serious. And one guy called up to TBV and was like, "Yo, I wish you didn't fight, Edwin. I think that they talked you into this or cornered you in." I was like, "Nah, sir, no. Thank you for your concern, but these guys are actually locked in the room with me, not them locked." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like I set them up. I'm just waiting for somebody to call me out. Sitting there just waiting, baby. Right? And at the same time trying to get the support from my wife and my friends and family and stuff, because I always said this. I only needed one person to support me on this. I only needed one person, and it was my wife. If she was behind me, then it was all go. And I just had to get past these hurdles, because she doesn't want to see anything happen to me. And we have a beautiful family. I have my daughter too, my daughter's situation. And when my daughter was born with arthritis biposis. And my daughter can't use any of her limbs, her arms or her legs, and she's might be in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. I'm not sure. We pray every year that technology gets better and maybe the doctors will be able to do something as she gets older. She's only 11 years old right now. She's starting elementary school Wednesday in the sixth grade. She's hot shit right now. She's, Daddy, I got to lock her. You know, um, her mindset, everything else is just like a normal 11-year-old girl. It's just that when she was in her mother's womb, she was like this. So it's a struggle for her every day to watch her go through her struggle every day and stuff. Um, there were a lot of nights it broke me. I went to sleep crying and thinking that if there's anything I could have did or anything. And so when I watch her go through her everyday life and the struggles and the challenges that she meets every day and the way she goes about it with like a smile on her face, God gave her the biggest heart in the world, man. A huge heart, man. She she she's a very bright kid, but when it's like when I'm feeling down, she says the right thing to like cheer me up, you know. And I watch her go through her struggles and everything, and I say, if my baby can do it, I could do it. Stop telling myself I can't do things. Stop not showing up to life. And I knew from the time she was born that I would have to walk for her. I don't complain. There's not one day I ever complained. I pick her up, put her in the wheelchair, bring her upstairs to take a shower. I bring her to the bathroom. I am a stay-home dad. I take care of her every day. And there's not one day I would ever complain on picking her up. Because my that's my baby, man. I'm never gonna leave her. I'm not gonna run away. I'm not gonna, you know, like some men probably would run away from this situation and stuff. And I have other kids, and that didn't work neither. But my daughter, man, she really inspires me. I watch her struggles, man, and I'm like, man, this little girl, man, she's so tough. Like she finds a way every day, man. And like I'm telling you guys, for years, man, I cried myself to sleep, man. It's just tough. It's just tough. Like watching all the other kids walk and her friends and stuff, and they're always leaving her in the wheelchair, and and it's just her life and stuff, and her outlook on how she perceives the world, man. It inspires me. It really does. She's taught me so much, man. You know, and I'm gonna bring that belt back home to her. I'm gonna bring it back home. Yeah, and I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for so many different reasons, you know. But for like me, for all of us that ever had that one opportunity that you know you were scared to take or whatever, man. I'm gonna show y'all. We can do this. We can do this, man. Sometimes the only thing that's stopping us in life is ourselves. Is ourselves. When we sometimes we don't want to take that challenge on. You know what I'm saying? Because too much risk. Too much risk. And failure is a motherfucker, bro. Fall flat on your face, especially on your in front of all your friends and family. Everybody's gonna make a meme out of you. shit can be nerve-wracking. And you got to look past through all that shit. You can't let none of that shit go into your head. No doubt. No doubt. Do not let doubt creep in and rob you from your dreams. Do not let, the what if. Just concentrate on the goal. That's my greatest advice. Concentrate on the goal. That's it. There's a lot of scary things in this thing. Like a lot of shit can go wrong. I can get knocked out in the first round. First punch, knocked out, right? But first of all, I ain't getting knocked out. I don't give a fuck, right? First of all. Second of all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let that stop me. Fear will not render me silent. It has in the past, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, there's been a lot of things that I could have done, and the risk of failure will stop someone from achieving your goal. It really will. So I think now, like, I'm in a better position in my life to like take these kind of things on and shit, right? But for me, this moment opened up so many things, like, in my head. Like it correlated with a lot of things in my life, and it's just a challenge. It's a challenge, man. It really is, you know. Um, and I will not allow the fear of losing, getting knocked out, or anybody talking shit the next day on my channel to stop me from doing this. Some people won't risk this. Oh, hell no. What if I get knocked out and I got to go back on my boxing channel and my boxing channel's done? That's how they think. If I lose, my boxing channel ain't done. You know? I think it'll get better, but I wouldn't walk away. There's win, lose, or draw, man. I was looking up a guy yesterday. He has, I believe we were looking up Sam Notes, right? And Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason's fighting a guy named Sam Notes for the WBO world title at 135 that Keyshawn David got stripped for not making weight. Okay. So we were looking up some of his opponents, Sam Notes' opponents, to see if, who had the better of the competition between him and Abdullah Mason. So lo and behold, one of Sam Notes' guys, when Sam Notes fought him, he was 2-70. You heard that correctly. He had 2 wins and 70 losses. 70 losses. So I went and I checked out his career when it ended, right? He ended his career after he fought Sam Notes with a record of 3. He won 1 more fight. And he lost another 70 fights. He lost 144 fights. And he only won 3 fights. 3 fights. We're all sitting here laughing. We're like, holy shit. Like, when do you call it quits? When you're like, Mom, I lost my 30th professional fight straight. Oh, son, you can keep going. I believe in you. When do you say, like, boxing's not for me? After 60 losses? 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 100. Yo, my man kept going, right? So I sat back in that moment. Everybody's laughing. We're like, damn, this dude's a bum, this, that, and everything. And I couldn't help but notice. I said, bro, that man's will was unbreakable. He might have not had the skills to achieve what he wanted to achieve, but damn it, to go in a ring and lose 144 fights, that guy had a passion for boxing that was unmatched by most men. He didn't let nothing discourage him. I mean, after like 20 straight losses, I think I would be discouraged. I'd be like, yo, I don't think boxing's for me, bro. Right? My man, 60 straight losses, like, And then imagine the 3 guys that lost to him. I'm like, bro, y'all need to pack it up. You know what I'm saying? The only 3 wins he has on his record. You know, like, so, but I didn't take away from that he was a bum. Although it was his courage to keep doing it. No matter failure or not, he kept landing on his face, falling on his ass all the time. My man showed up to the gym the next day. Now that I admire. You're not winning. You're not winning, but you're still doing what you want to do. I sat back and I looked at that and I was like, yeah, that's what it's about right there. Having the heart and the courage to chase what you want. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking at that and I was like, man, like, it's crazy, right? So, thank you. Thank you. Yo, Edwin, salute. I gotta figure out how to get some money to you to support the journey. Got love from you. Yo, thank you. Ryan Frazier. Yeah, you I got my Cash App, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It says that at the bottom, 7474 EM, $sign 7474 EM. Well, let me put up this right here because I guess. Ooh, let me see if this works. Hold up. How's that going? Okay, you see my Cash App up on the corner right there? If you guys can help in any way, right there, that's my Cash App. If you send the super chats through YouTube, that's fine too. Just YouTube takes 33% of the money. Like if you send me $10, they take 3 and they give me 7. That's the only thing with the super chats and everything. I'll take the super chats, the donation, whatever way they come. But through the Cash App, it goes right to my card, and I could use that like in the day. YouTube, I have to wait to the 22nd of every month to use that money. So if the fight is not landing on the 22nd, like it's on the 8th, and you guys were to send me money on the thing, then I might not be able to use that money, or unless I took it out the month before. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So if you guys like sent it now, yeah, I would have the 22nd of next month, and then that's when I can use the money you guys sent. But I couldn't use it. Like if you send me $10 tonight, I can't use that $10 tonight. No, I have to wait until the 22nd of every month. But in the Cash App, it goes straight. So that's how that works. Yes. Can I talk to your son? Yeah. Yo, that's going to be legendary. I should put that on a shirt, right? Yeah, I'm gonna copyright that shit. Yo, I got 3 of the fathers with that line. I got clips with 3 of the 5. Come to think about it. Floyd Schofield Sr., that's where it started from. I got him. Brian Norman Jr.'s dad and Bill Haney. I said that one line to all 3 of them. Yeah, and in different shows on TBV. If we can clip all those shows, if I could, I don't know, it would be hard, but I know I could do it. I know I could find them and clip all 3 of them and shit. That'd be dope, right? Yeah. Because these fathers and shit, they're great for their sons, father and son duo. I would never want to break up a father and son. I don't care. Bill Haney, you might think he's toxic or whatever, or Schofield, still his dad, bro. Still his dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to break up no family. But sometimes the people on the side of the athlete, maybe their girlfriend, a best friend, or their dad, they think they're on the level of the athlete. They think they're stars. You know what I mean? Like Bill Haney, you never took a punch to the face, bro. I know that you and your son are a team, and you do the promotion part in the management and the mouth. I get it. And you're good. Bad publicity, good publicity. It's all publicity. So I can't say Bill is like, he say some crazy shit, but it's still publicity for Devin. Okay. So I don't want to break up no father and son, but you're not the athlete. I want to talk to your son. That's the fighter. That's the champion. Not you. Why are you guys on interviews speaking for your sons like the world wants to hear you? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we want to talk to your son, the actual fighter. You know, and I ain't got no hair on my tongue sometimes. And especially with Schofield, when it came out that day, yo, that dude be so full of shit. And like, you guys know me. I try to treat everybody with respect. When I'm here, I'm round one sports talk. When this microphone turns off, I'm Edwin. You know what I mean? And sometimes Edwin comes out. Sometimes I got a little patience for things. And, you know, he was there and I only had like 15 minutes. Man, let me talk to your son. I don't really want to talk to you in your forehead. You know what I'm saying? Right? So, because he said enough. Floyd Schofield, man, he said enough. Talk about they stole my passport. They cops arrested me and my son with drugs in another country. Two black folk, right? Two black dudes on the side of a road where that the cops had them cuffed, had the drugs in their hand, but thank God for the tow truck driver that put his hand on the hood of the car and said, "This car has not been moved for hours. They've been set up." And the cop said, "You know what, tow truck driver, you're right. You're a tow truck. We're the cops, but we're gonna take your word for it. As a matter of fact, let these gentlemen go." Bro, now I done heard some bullshit in my life, right? And I'm an occasional bullshit artist, but occasionally I love to hear a master talk. So sometimes you just gotta let Floyd talk. Bro, you're not gonna piss down my back and tell me it's raining. Oh no, it's just raining outside. Like, just because you could say it don't mean I'm gonna believe it. So that's where that came from. And then Brian Norman Sr. tried to get slick, so I had to hit him with the one-liner. And then Bill tried to get slick. I had to hit him with the one-liner. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Bill caught it. Bill Haney, he knew I got him. He was like, round one, I'm watching you. He was like that because he knew I got one up on him. He didn't have nothing else to say. He was like that. So I was like, yo, Bill, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But I don't try to make enemies or be an asshole to these dudes. Hell no. Some days I have bad days, interviews with them. The next day they expect me to get on and just like be an asshole, I guess, to them. No. All right, we didn't agree today, but the next day we could probably agree some shit. And then Brian Norman Sr. tried to come on and talk out the side of his neck. I started to say some shit to him, right? But I pumped my brakes, stroked his ego a little bit. You know what I mean? And was like, yo, we good, right? Because you want these guys to come on that way you could talk to them. If you keep treating these guys and these dudes like assholes or keep setting them up or keep doing, people ain't gonna want to talk to you. You know, you're gonna be mad at me for being critical to a person. Well, then fine. But if you're man enough, come back the next day and talk to me. You know what I mean? We can figure this some shit out. But nah, I ain't got no hair on my tongue for that kind of shit, bro. I'm too old for that shit, bro. We around here we get right to the point. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. It is what it is. Just like with Hector, you know what I'm saying? Coach Bermudez, right? I had said something about Roland Polanco. He came on Johnny's hangout spot, told me what it was, and that Rohan actually does that all the time because when the camera breaks away, we don't see that. I never saw Rohan not walk away from his corner and walk away from his coach like that. I never saw that. But this time they were showing it. And Coach Hector Bermudez told me, nah, in fact, he does that all the time. I'm like, oh, all right. So you answered my question. If I was wrong about something, I would promptly admit that I'm wrong. You know, have a conversation. But hey, it is what it is, guys. You know what I'm saying? That's your motivation right there. Yo, listen. I get motivation for everything. You know what I mean? I'm motivated from everything, but um, as well, you got to respect the journey. The journey. You know, you could think about doing something, have all the desire in the world, but I've seen speed bags take guys out of gyms. The ability not to be able to hit it, and the frustration of not hitting it, and thinking that everybody else is watching you, I'll never see that guy come back to the gym. They don't understand the process and they don't understand what's going on. Everybody in the gym is thinking the same, excuse me, the same thing. Are you watching me? That's what everybody else is thinking. And if you can get that out of your head and just zero in on what you got to do, as the days go by, you'll get more comfortable. You'll keep coming back. Yeah. But you could talk about something. I could have all the will and desire to go, but the journey is not done. There's a process that I need to go through. I'm about to go to the gym tomorrow and get punched in the face. And I'm going to embrace that shit. Probably going to get beat up. Yeah, for a while by all these dudes in the gym. You know, I'm not in boxing shape 100. I can fight. You know, I can put my punches together, but it's not in sync just yet. Just yet, it's not in sync. And I know it, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there, bro. And I'm going to train my ass off, man. I really am. I'm going to give it everything I have, but I'm not going to train stupid. I'm not going to train to over fucking drain myself. Like when I was working out now, that I was thinking that I was saying, I don't want to train now so hard and then fucking overtrain before I get to the fight and you be overtrained. There's a such thing as overtraining yourself. So you got to be rational. You got to, you know, come on. This is not a 12-round fight. It's not 36 minutes. 3 rounds. That's all I got to concentrate on is 3 rounds. See what I'm saying? Make myself strong enough so that I can do like 6 rounds with no problem so that 3 will be a cakewalk. That's where I want to be. I don't have to learn 1,000 combinations. No. I don't got to learn all these. No. 1 or 2, 3 punches, 2 or 3 sequences of combinations, and allow nature to take its course. If you know how to fight a little bit with 2 or 3 combinations plus your ability to fight, you should be okay for a 3-round fight. Don't you're going to build yourself up with too much boxing for a small event. You don't want to, that's something you don't want to do. I understand everybody wants to get good, but you got to analyze what you're in and how much you really need. You don't need all like, you know what I mean? So that's where my mindset is. I wish, man, I had the mindset today and the fighter I was back then. I didn't have this mindset when I was younger. Had I thought like I do now and see boxing the way I see boxing now, I wish I would have viewed boxing back then like I do now. Man, listen. Shit, I'd have been I probably would have had better confidence in myself anyway. I was just a bully, bro. Just be honest, man. I was just a bully, bro. I learned how to fight and I didn't stop fighting. I didn't stop fighting. I got kicked out of the boys club. I got kicked out of my gym. You know, I just didn't do the right things. I'm sorry, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, you know what I mean? Sit here and be like, nah. It's what I did, man. I took what God gave me and I abused it. And I abused the lessons that my coaches gave me. Yeah, I did, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and lie, man. It's what I did, man. But now I'm much older and wiser, and I got an opportunity this time, to do it in what I feel is like in its most noble and purest way, and I'm thankful for that. I hope I don't get hurt or anything, and I hope I don't hurt OC the boss. I wish nothing. I don't want nothing, nothing to happen. I want us to go out there and have fun. And after the fight, we can go out and have something to eat. I'm not holding anything personal. And for anybody that's gonna meet me out there and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool, we could talk, you know what I'm saying? But if you want some hype shit, bro, don't bring what we talk about on these shows and walk up on me talking about, yo, round one, what you say about fucking Terrence Crawford? Don't do that. Don't do that. You want to talk to me about Terrence Crawford or about anybody else? We'll talk right here. Don't hold shit personal. This is, I'm covering a sport here. You don't even know me as a person. I don't know you as a person. Don't come walking up on me wanting to fight me over Terrence Crawford, a man you never met. I've seen fans do that stupid shit. I would never do that to you. Don't do that to me. If you're coming up to me, like talking to me, what's up, what up, round one? Then fine. That's cool. Support, want to take a picture, this, that, and third, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Cool. All cool in the game. Shit, I'll take my shirt off and give it to you. You know what I mean? Because I love my fans, I love the support, everything. But I seen that shit happen. I seen that dude get choked up. What was his name? That dude with the braids. They fucking choked him up. Polanco's. Not Polanco. Picasso's. I think it was no, not Picasso. What's his name there? I'm getting confused with the other guys. That tall, the David the Monster Benavides. His father's coaching him. What's his name again? And his team and them, they choked that dude up. And come to find out, they choked up the wrong dude. They thought he was uh not punch drunk, but the other dude. What's that other crazy dude? Um Fucking, I forget his fucking name. He be talking mad shit, hella shit. I don't even pay attention to that dude. But Southpaw. They thought he was Southpaw. And the dude said to him, yo, you were talking shit about it, and he choked him up. His boy choked him up. So they, first of all, they choked up the wrong dude. Then they went running up on him on, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, yo, like, that's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Putting your hands on somebody over a comment you made about an athlete. Don't do that. You know what I mean? But let's, yeah, Southpaw Frontline. Yeah, exactly. Yup. That's him. Yeah. And they choked up the wrong dude. Don't do, man. Listen, man. People get, listen, let's just be cool, brothers. You know what I mean? We all grown ass men, man. Take a little bit of criticism or some shit like that, but yeah, that should be crazy. What up, Carlos? How you doing in the building? Coqui, what's up? Yeah, I've been arrested for violence. Happens to all of us. Yeah, brother, it does. Yeah, man. You feel me, man? Like, yeah, man. Like, for real talk, dog. Like, nah, like that shit's wild, bro. I find that crazy and shit. But look, as far as me, the fight and everything, Atlanta, Georgia, um, November 8th. I hope you guys, for all those that can make it out to the fight, I would appreciate and I would love to meet you guys there. No problem. You know, um, and for everybody that's watching at home on YouTube, supporting. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys tune in, and then we can meet here. Probably not the next day, but the next day because I'll probably be taking flights or whatever back, and we'll meet back here at Round One Sports Talk, man, and talk about it. And one more topic before we go. What is the next workout? When is the next workout? Tomorrow morning. I'm back on it. Once I pass, because I was working out, but I stopped working. I didn't stop working out. I was working out. I just wasn't filming it. because people kept asking me questions. Yo, like, when are you gonna fight? What day is it? Blah blah blah. I was like, look, until I get to this doctor's appointment on the 25th, I just got tired of answering questions. I was just like, wait until the doctor's appointment on 25th, and once I know definitively that my doctor signed off on it, and I was gonna get my boxing book, then I was gonna announce it. Then I was gonna go back to working out. So tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, 9:30, I will be on, and we will be working out. Now, I will be posting my strength and conditioning workouts. Yes, I'm not going to post so many boxing ones. Like, you're not going to get me. I'm going to post a few of them, like to show you guys I'm in the gym, hitting the bag, speed bag, jumping rope, shit like that. While in the gym, maybe doing some pad work. But my sparring, I'll give you guys a little bit of the clips, and then for my members only, I'm gonna put out some clips. So if you're a member at Round One Sports Talk, I'm gonna put private clips of me sparring, and I'll allow you guys to see them like that for only my members. I'll do it like that because I ain't giving OC the boss and them do shit. Study yourself. You know what I mean? It is what it is, guys. You know what I mean? And that's right. Thank you, Carlos. You guys are gonna tune in. Yeah. Yo, and one more thing before I want to skate out of here. I just want to make this announcement, but I also, this was going to correlate a little bit with what I was talking about. Jaron Boots Ennis' situation with becoming Saul Canelo Alvarez's sparring partner. Now, a lot of people have taken to social media and have called Jaron Boots Ennis a sellout. And I said, in which regards? And being Mexican and black? So you're saying that he's selling out the black folk, Jaron Boots Ennis, by helping out the Mexican? Because that's the only way I could see you calling him a sellout, right? And if you was to call him a sellout in that regards, that would be fake as hell. That's nearly impossible for you to call Jaron Boots Ennis a sellout. The reason why is, first of all, let me see if I'm correct on this. Maybe you guys can help me out with this. Isn't this a single man sport? This is not a team. So every man for himself. And if you were to get a sparring partner, what does your coach and your trainers do? They go out and get you a guy that imitates or can replicate the guy you're fighting. So when Isa Pitbull Cruz fought Tank Davis, they brought in a little dude and a guy for power. And the little dude looked like Tank Davis a little too. They always go out and get the guy that's athletic enough or favors your style. Everybody does that. But the minute Jaron Boots Ennis goes to Saul's, they made it a race thing. You know how many Mexicans have fought black Americans and have hired the assistance of a black American in their training camp? Huh? When Naoya Inoue was going to fight Stephen Kubo Fulton at the end, then he had to go spar a black dude and had a black dude in his corner. Everybody does this. But whenever it's convenient for fighting fans, it took one asshole to go put that in all of our heads. Jaron Boots Ennis is a sellout because he's with the Mexicans. He's not with the brothers. Really? So was Jaron Boots Ennis and it was Terrence Crawford with Jaron Boots Ennis when Terrence Crawford said that Jaron Boots Ennis sucks? When they took Terrence Crawford's belt away from Terrence Crawford and gave it to Jaron Boots Ennis, and Jaron Boots Ennis said, fight me, and Terrence Crawford said, I don't even know who you are. Terrence Crawford said, you're my rearview mirror. And Terrence told him, bro, I'm going this way. You're this way, little dude. So when Terrence was putting Jaron Boots Ennis down and calling him a paper champion for getting his belt, there was loyalty there. He was loyal to Jaron Boots Ennis. So what the hell does Jaron Boots Ennis owe Terrence Crawford? It's just one asshole put that in all of our heads. And now everybody's like, yeah. Well, what's he doing? He ain't supposed to be with the Mexicans. Bro, it's just like one asshole came out and said, we need to see the best fighting the best. And that fucking line just went everywhere. The best. That's all everybody kept saying. I want to see the best fighting the best. You're just repeating what you heard. And some asshole said this about Jaron Boots Ennis, and everybody's just repeating it. If in the history of boxing, this is exactly what they do. There would have been nothing different with this unless somebody came out and said that. And Eddie Reynosa and Terrence Crawford were showing their new sparring partner, not thinking that they were going to get all this backlash to Jaron Boots Ennis. Now, half of the boxing world's calling him a sellout. Sellout on what, though? On the black race? Is that what you're saying? And he's selling out his own people? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Jaron Boots Ennis would help out any brother. And for them to call him a sellout, that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. Jaron, how much more experience is Jaron Boots Ennis getting fighting Saul Canelo Alvarez right now? That kind of champion, too. And how much money are they paying him? I believe Jaron Boots Ennis has a family, doesn't he? Right? And he needs to pay his bills, too, right? And you mean to tell me I can get experience fighting with Saul? Not bad if you ask me. But if Jaron Boots Ennis does it, then he's a sellout. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up, man. He ain't selling out, bro. Name me one boxer that does not bring in a sparring partner to emulate the guy they're fighting. How many times has this happened in the history of boxing? Every fucking day it happens. But whenever convenient, look what they do. Just pay attention, guys. Jaron Boots Ennis has done nothing wrong. Nothing. Terrence needs to have his defense sharp because after the 7th round, he is going to get look, shit's gonna get real. Yeah, look, I'm not sure if it's gonna happen after the 7th. I can't say when it's gonna happen. This is a tricky fight, guys. This is a tricky fight. The problem with the fight is the only way I saw Terrence Crawford winning was by a decision, going to 12 rounds. Then we go back in history, we do our due diligence, and we go back and we do our investigation and shit. Like, that's what I do. So you go back and you look at the scorecards with Saul Canelo Alvarez, and you see through the course of his career, fucking judges love that dude. You mean to tell me he won that many rounds against Floyd Mayweather? Bullshit. You mean you tell me he won that many rounds against Demetrius Bivol? Bullshit. You mean to tell me he won that fight against Lara? Bro, that fight against Triple G? Saul lost that fight against Triple G, bro, in my opinion. All right? How many of you guys thought that Triple G won that fight? Yo, the judges love that dude, bro. And then I'm like, fuck, man. Like, the way I thought Terrence could beat him might be suspect. Terrence is going to have to, like, really wipe him down like Floyd did. Like Bivol did. I mean, the way Bivol beat him and the way Floyd beat him, it was too convincing. It was way too convincing. And then one of the judges had it for Saul in the Demetrius bit, if I'm not mistaken, right? And Saul started saying the next day he thought he won the fight. I was like, in what world did you win that fight, Saul? Saul, you got your ass. Yo, he outboxed you. He was the busier of the two fighters. He was landing the more effective punches. He outboxed Saul, clear as day. So that's what kind of performance Terrence might have to put up. It might be have to be so dominant because damn, Saul is. I don't want to say he's protected or anything like that, because rightfully so. Come on, we gotta admit, Saul's a monster, bro. That's fucking Saul Canelo Alvarez. You know, he's 61, 63 professional fights. That's a lot of fucking miles on you. He's only 35 years old, but still, in boxing miles, that's a lot of fucking miles, bro. He's got 520 professional boxing rounds, Saul Canelo Alvarez. 520. Just to put it in his perspective, Naoya Inoue got 30 fights, whatever. He's got 120 rounds boxing experience throughout his entire career. Terrence Crawford has 240 or something. Let me not guess. Hold on. I'll get you the right number. That's just to put it in perspective, right? Of how where would they have Terrence at? Let's see here. They don't even got Terrence Crawford up here anymore, huh? That's fair, though. That's fair. They finally took him off. That's fair. Because they had him up here for a long time. Here, I'll just type in his name. Yeah, 200. Listen, that's Saul has double the amount of ring experience and is younger. And is younger than Terrence Crawford. He's only 35. He has 61 professional fights. He has double the amount of rings of rounds. Double. That's fucking crazy, bro. When you come to think about it, that experience is priceless. No matter like Julio Cesar Chavez used to say, I don't spar, I don't run, I don't hit the mitts, and I don't hit the speed bag. He said, for what? He said, if you're going to get boxing experience, you got to spar. So the majority of Julio Cesar Chavez's career, all he did was spar. Yeah, because that he said, this is how you really fight. And, you know, once you got in condition and shaped, and in the beginning, he was like, I didn't need that anymore. You get in the ring and you spar. That's your running, your jogging, your hitting, your everything. You work on everything there, and it makes sense. It makes sense, but I was like, wow, is that, maybe they're like the old school type dudes and shit, but yeah, Saul got 540 and to Terrence Crawford's 245, right? So I'm sorry. Terrence Crawford has 245 rounds boxing experience. That's what Terrence Crawford has. Saul has 520. That's what he has. And you guys noticed? Did you guys notice on BoxRec? They're not even putting out Terrence Crawford's age anymore. They got Saul's age on it, but they don't got Terrence's. You know why they do that, right? Same thing they do in casinos. If you ever go to a casino, Las Vegas, there's no windows. There's not a window in any casino in the world. They don't want you to look outside and see the daylight. They don't want you to see that the night is changing night into day. Because if you're gambling, you look outside and you say, oh shit, the sun's coming up, I got to get out of here. So they don't put windows in no casino in the world so that they can keep you gambling. You see? And the odds makers won't put out Terrence Crawford's age not to remind you that Terrence is older than him by like 5 years. He's older than Saul. Not only is he older than him, he's moving up 2 weight divisions. Not only is he moving up 2 weight divisions, like everything's against Terrence. This is like a mission impossible. But to be honest with you guys, I've always said this. I think he's going to do better than the Charlo twin. I think Terrence. I think he's going to perform better. I think he's going to look better. And I think he's going to be better prepared for that fight than the Charlo twin was. I think we're going to get a better version of Terrence than what that dude put up. Definitely. That's in my gut feeling. I'm feeling that. Whether or not he wins, I said to myself, if anybody can really give this like the old college try, it's Terrence Crawford. It's Terrence Crawford. I'm not convinced or sold on the fact that he's going to win. I wish he never took this fight. I wish Terrence Crawford stood at 154 and went after all the belts there. I wish. I don't like this fight. But there's too much history, too much legacy, too much money, too much of everything in this fight for Terrence to say no. They made the carrot fucking this big. You ever see the horse with the guy with the stick dangling the carrot in front of him and the horse is just walking? That fucking carrot must have been the size of New York City. For Terrence, you couldn't say no. Look, if he wins, first man to be undisputed champion in 3 separate weight divisions. Oh my God. $50 million. Oh my God. It's just a lot of legacy on this man. He just couldn't say no. He just couldn't say no, man. And then surpassing himself and getting away from Usyk and Naoya Inoue, Terrence Crawford, because remember, he's not unique anymore. He might have been the first guy that got there, that got all 4 belts in 2 separate weight divisions, but he's not unique. There's 2 other men that did it. And if he wants to separate himself from those guys and really, put it in like, I am the best fighter in the world, that's something Terrence Crawford would have to do then. Yeah. Yeah. Not all, but most. What? I am a Crawford supporter, and I do not see Boots as a sellout. It's business. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not a sellout. It's business. Absolutely. How dare they take a shot at Jerron Boots Ennis like that and his character? Yo, that's not cool. To paint him as a sellout to his people, like if he turned his back on the black folk, on the black community, on purpose. No. This is business, guys. And to label that man like that, I don't think that's right, man. That's not right. Jerron Boots Ennis, every boxer in history has done this. I can't tell you how many Mexicans bring in brothers to their training camp when they're fighting a brother. When they're fighting a black American fighter, Mexicans always bring black dudes into the training camp to emulate them, to emulate the American slick style. It happens every fucking day. And that's what I mean. How dare they do this to Jerron Boots Ennis? That right there, man, that would bother me. Because that would mean that I was a sellout to my people. You don't say that kind of shit, man. That's not cool, bro. I don't care what any of you guys, if you guys want to keep that hate in your heart and you want to view him like that, then have at it, bro. But that's fucked up, man. That man's trying to feed his family too. It's business. And the experience, Jerron Boots Ennis is also trying to be that kind of champion, ain't he? Didn't he just vacate 2 belts? Because now he's going up for a bigger challenge. He wants to learn how it is to fight bigger guys too. Not just a bigger guy, but one of the best the world has to offer. And then as soon as he does that, What is he? Loyalty to Terrence Crawford? How the fuck is Jerron Boots Ennis supposed to be loyal to Terrence Crawford? When did Terrence Crawford ever show him loyalty? Didn't he say he didn't know him? Jerron Boots Ennis was a nobody? Basically, he didn't say it like that, but basically, Terrence Crawford said at one time he didn't even know who Jerron Boots Ennis was. Yeah, and then he said, "I'm not gonna fight you. I got bigger things over here." That Jerron Boots Ennis was calling out Terrence Crawford. So at what point did they show loyalty to each other? They were going to rip each other's heads off. And all of a sudden, Jerron Boots Ennis got to be fucking loyal and tell Saul, nah, bro, I can't help you because you're fighting another black American fighter. For all the people on YouTube that reported this hate, this kind of hate, they should be ashamed of themselves. Any YouTube channel that is spewing this hate to you, they just want us to keep fighting against each other. Yeah, anything to call this one an Uncle Tom. Huh? How dare they do that to Jerron Boots Ennis, man? That's not the situation, and I'm disgusted by it. I'm disgusted by it, to be honest. That's not right. So listen, fight fans, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Please support me in my fight. Watch me through my journey. I'll see you guys at 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I'll see you guys here at 7 o'clock. Every day, I'm going to come up on 7. We're going to do this at 7. 7 every day. We're going to lock it in. I know I've been saying I want a time, but I just talked to my wife, too, earlier today, and I was like, babe, because we eat at 6:30 in my house. We eat dinner. But and then after we eat dinner, I want to go on the other show. I can't. So she's going to have to eat before me, or we're going to have to do something because I need to get on. And I need a set time every day. So we're going to try to lock it in. 9 o'clock for the workout, 7 o'clock for the night show. Love you guys. You guys take care of yourselves. I'm rolling with Terrence regardless. I want him to shock the world. I'm rolling with Terrence regardless. This does not, pursue my perception of Terrence Crawford, because this has nothing to do with Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford's over here training. This had to do with Saul Canelo Alvarez and Jerron Boots Ennis over here. I know that they're fighting Terrence Crawford, but Terrence Crawford didn't say anything, right? Or has he? I haven't heard anything. I hope not. You know what I mean? Right? But I'm rocking with Terrence Crawford on this one. I love Saul Canelo Alvarez, though. When a Puerto Rican is not fighting, or then Mexico's not fighting us, we always cheer for the Mexicans in my house. We cheer for all the Latin dudes, man. Yeah, for support, man. You know what I'm saying? Saul brought me too many happy moments in my living room, bro. You know how many years? 20 years. 20 years. Saul has a 20-year boxing career. Can you guys remember 10 years ago watching a big Saul Canelo Alvarez and you cheering in your living room? Come on, Saul. Saul brought me too many happy moments. I love Saul Canelo Alvarez too, but I'm an American too, you know what I mean? So in this case, I got to rock with Terrence, but I wish both men success. May the best man win. Whoever wins was the better man. That's it. That's how I see it. Good luck to you, Terrence Crawford, and good luck to you, Saul Canelo Alvarez. I hope you guys have a legendary match. SoFi fans, love you guys. I'm going to go eat right now. And thank you for tuning in, showing me the support. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Become a Round One Sports Talk member to get exclusive videos when I start training. So, you guys, I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports Talk. Peace.